Hello and welcome back. This is going to be the review of the Warhammer 40,000 Orc Beast Boss. So this model costs $38. It's the MSRP. I don't know how many plastic components it comes with. Yeah, search that up. It is monopose. Yeah, so let's get on with the review. So I actually painted this guy probably like 4 or 5 hours. To a high standard, right? This is my first ever orc model for Orctober purposes. Yeah. So starting off with the front, he has a squig gun shooter. Up here's his little squig gun. A lot of fun to paint this squig. Probably gonna come back and do some more touch-ups. But yeah, I got the orange highlights and the blue tube and yeah, very cool. Now the face of the Orc Beast Boss is pretty neat. He has this iron jaw. Pretty cool. Then he actually doesn't have a lot of skin showing, which, as I wanted to paint orc skin, it's a little sad, but at the same time it's an awesome model, so I don't really care. Great model. So you have, if you look under there, he has his little pec, the chest, armpit, all that fun stuff. Over here, he has his wrist holding onto this claw snagga choppa. I don't know. Oh, this is called the beast choppa, I think. This is called the power snagga or something like that. I don't know. It's like a skull, like the jaws. It's really cool. Then he has this like fur pelt wrapping around him, kind of like right there, right there, right there. Then it comes around right there and right there. And if you're wondering what that is, that's just the date that I got this guy painted, which was 10/8/2022. Oh, I had my friend over. We're doing a sleepover, so he told me I should do that. So next year we could do like an anniversary, I guess, with like showing off like the orc collection, since this is my very first orc model. Alright, so moving on, we have 2 tusks. Then he has this what's this called? Hide. No, it'd be like, yeah, he has like this really textured hide. He's on a tactical rock. Awesome tactical rock. Then if we do a little zoomy, he has a little grot skull at his feet for some reason. At least I think that's a grot or like a Gretchen. Yeah. Cool model. Now moving over to his choppa arm. It's a bionic arm. So what it is there's like some stitching right there. The muscle you can see in there. Click on the zoom. Right, so I actually, for that effect right there, to make it look like irritated skin, I glazed in Bugman's Glow. But any kind of reddish skin tone will do. And then, zoom on out. For his actual chopper, was a lot of fun to paint. Because I did like a layer of Agrax Earthshade and Basilicanum Gray in like a 2-to-1 ratio. And then I came with just Agrax and kind of stippled it on, applying it to random areas. Then I came with like the highlight of the silver, the bright silver, was not like a... I didn't have a lot on my brush, and it just kind of swept across and created this cool, like, scratched up effect. As you can see, like, right there, if the light hits it. Then he has his bionic arm. It's pretty neat. Now, onto the back side, he has the rest of this hide, like, reptilian hide, I guess, like dragon hide or whatever, because it feels really, really cool. Yeah. Then, of course, you have his back showing. Some right there and some a strap going right there. His power box to go to the choppa. Also, I did like a few rivets here and there on this in yellow to spice things up a little bit. As you can see, there's not a lot of yellow. There's definitely some yellow. Anyways, then he has his feet and legs. I couldn't get the Growlin Earth under there, so it's just kind of... You won't notice it. Like, looking at the model like this, you won't notice that there's none under there. We'll just call it shadow. Some more of these tusks. I don't really like the tusks. Tusks. I don't know. I feel like it could do, like, remove... I don't know. It definitely adds to the aesthetic, but I think it would... I don't know. They're just a little too large, I guess. Because it's like, that's pretty big. That's a lot of tusk right there. Alright, so, moving on to the size comparisons. I have... What do we have? So, we have a Rhino, a Sentinel, a Primaris Space Marine, a normal Space Marine, a human, and then a Baneblade chassis. There's why I call it a Baneblade chassis, not Baneblade, because I didn't build it as an official variant. Alright, so starting with the human. Oh, so this is an incredibly broad model. It's incredibly wide. Starting with this guardsman. As you can see, he's like, he absolutely dwarfs this guardsman. Like, if I were to put it like this, like, he just dwarfs this guardsman. Now, a Tactical Marine, firstborn. Again, just, like, this guy's on a base, right? He's on a raised up base. And if I do it base to base, like, he's not even, like, feet to feet, he just absolutely dwarfs this firstborn Space Marine. Like, makes him look very small, because how broad he is. Very broad. Now, Primaris Space Marine. He does not dwarf the Primaris Space Marine. He's definitely a lot more girthy in his width and whatnot. Then Sentinel makes this, even though he's shorter than the Sentinel, still makes it look pretty small since of, again, how absolutely broad he is. Like, if I put it up like that, like, he's huge. Big model. He's small compared to, like, other actual war bosses, like, height-wise, but he makes up with that in his broadness. Rhino. Like, last but not least, we're going to bring out, what's this? This is the Baneblade chassis. Doesn't even fit on camera. The Lego mount, woo! Alright, let's try to get a good view of this. I mean, just, like, look at this. Like, it's more or less the scale of the tank. Like, look how big this tank is. Yeah, guys, that will do it for today's review. Hopefully you have found this somewhat useful on deciding if you're going to purchase this model or not. And happy October!